Many moons ago, a nameless evil was imprisoned in a place far beyond reach.
Hurry up!
If he were ever to be released, it would spell certain doom for all existence.
Is that fear I smell? Your planet will be torn to pieces, and I will treat your angry screams as I rip.
Is this yours? Speak?
Oh my god.
The gem of Paraxidike. Whoever wields it is able to command me.
Go over there and wait for us to come back in the morning.
You will suffer an eternity for this.
Mom, Dad, I want you to meet Psycho Goreman, or PG for short.
I will bathe in your blood.
Don't worry.
Be worried. Slow down!
He's gonna kill everybody.
Not unless I tell him to.
What did you three maniacs get up to?
This is getting a little weird.
This sick game must come to an end. She will enslave the galaxy into endless servitude. Kill him!
Cool.
The ultimate evil has awoken.
There's a new god in town, and his name? Psycho Goreman. It was nice meeting you.
It would be nicer if you were dead.
All right, bye.
I'm going to watch 30 movies, a movie each day in June. Day 11 of year 8 of movie month, and the podcast will start soon. He's going to watch 30 movies, some good films and some lowbrow. Year 8 of fans, not experts, movie month, and the podcast starts right now. Year 8 of movie month, that much you already know. Year 8 of movie month, and now it's time for the...
I'm the heckin' best. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Freak all the rest. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Freak off. Freak off. Freak yourself. I'm the heckin' best.
Steven Kostansky, I think that's his name. A filmmaker that I've never heard of. I don't know if I'll ever see anything he's ever done again as far as writing, directing. I don't know. But today our paths have crossed. Today I saw the 2020 film Psycho Goreman. You're saying, what? Huh? What? I never heard of this movie. Exactly. This is one of those direct-to-video, direct-to-streaming, B to C level, maybe D level horror films that is just bonkers, weird. I don't even know if it's a horror film really, but it's in the horror genre, and it is just kind of bonkers, ridiculous, very violent, and like oddly like hilarious. in just a weird, enjoyable way. This movie, I think it was a Shudder original film, or at least they purchased it. Shudder is like the horror streaming service that I don't belong to, but thankfully they released some of these movies out into the world. So I was able to rent today Psycho Goreman. And I remember seeing the trailer for it, I think my brother sent it to me, and laughing at the idea of it. And then I think I saw that it was actually getting good reviews. I think it has 91 on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, it is a weird thing because is it a good movie? I don't know. It doesn't have good acting, or it has subpar acting. It has B to C level effects. It is a lot of practical effects, which I love, actually. And we're talking really B level, cheesy, rubber makeup and bloody, like Peter Jackson or early Peter Jackson kind of blood in movies, and I love it. It holds a special place in my heart. This type of really old-fashioned, low-budget special effects, that you'd see. I mean, some of these models and masks and stuff were creative and fun, and you ever watch Face Off on Sci-Fi with these people who were making masks and special effects, and wow, this is camera ready. And I'd always think, well, what movie would this be in? And a lot of these things would be in these, you would think this was like a sci-fi movie, sci-fi original movie, something like that. It was almost like a step down from that, even as far as special effects or just the style of it, or the budget, I would say. And yet it was oddly charming and oddly just a ton of fun. So it's the highest concept of a movie and the easiest, most base story at the same time. It's all the little details don't matter. There's this ancient evil, and these people took the ancient evil and they contained it, and they hid it away forever, and they hid it away in this gem. And this gem just happened to be in this kid's backyard. This felt very Canadian, too. I don't know how Canadian it is, but I'm just going to guess very Canadian. It was in this kid's backyard. These kids are playing this crazy ball. This game called Crazy Ball, not Cuckoo Ball.
Crazy ball!
In the line, it's one line in this movie where the mother says Cuckoo Ball, and the daughter goes, "It's Crazy Ball," and she screams at them. I was crying laughing at that moment, and I realized what I'm in for here. That this girl is terrible. She's the star of this movie. She steals this movie, and she's an awful little girl who doesn't care about anything but herself. And I love it. I love it. So this is the plot of this. This is how the plot happens. Okay, nothing would have happened if it wasn't for these kids. There's a game. They play this game. This Crazy Ball game, and it's brother and sister. The loser has to be buried alive by the winner. That's you think, haha, that's funny. So then the girl wins. The next thing you know, the kid is digging a hole, and I mean a hole that's 6 feet deep, hugely wide. No kid could bury it. And I'm like, what is going on? She's like, keep digging. And he hits something, and there's a gem, and it's locked in this stone thing. They figure out how to press a few buttons on this stone thing, and they release the gem. She's like, yay. And then we got to fill this hole up. So they fill the hole up, or I think she makes him do it. Oh, you better get to it. They go to bed. The parents are ridiculous. The dad is hilarious. He's this completely just chilled nobody. He doesn't do anything. He microwaves chicken, and he expects them to love it. He's like, I made really delicious chicken in the microwave. It's the best way to do it. And he leaves the microwave gross. It is, and he has this real nonchalant way of acting that at first I thought was bad acting. Then I realized I think it might be a choice of what he did. And then by the end, I'm like, this might be my favorite character in the movie. They go to bed. They wake up. There's a giant hole in the ground, and they don't know what did it. And the dad's like, oh, you guys better better fill it up. He goes, the three of them, the mother and the two kids, like, we vote for you to fill it up. He goes, well, I vote for the three of you. So, ooh, my hand. And I don't know. It was just, like, really weird. Like, there's some real small moments in this movie that is bonkers at the same time. The kids have a friend. So they go and they are trying to figure out what happened in the hole. And I forget how they even, maybe the gem led them there. I don't even remember. They followed footprints or something, and it led them to this warehouse where they found the giant Psycho Goreman, who we just met a few minutes earlier because he showed up and he killed a bunch of like drifting, druggy criminals. Like really bad ADR audio, really bad acting. Like it was like Toxic Avenger type acting, and maybe I don't know if that's the style. I don't know what it was, but again, it was something heartwarming about it. It felt like Trauma in the 80s. That's what it kind of felt like to me, those old Trauma films. So he kills all these guys, and then the kids show up, and they don't even care. Like, the girl doesn't even care. She's like, oh, wow, that's crazy. And they realize that she can control them with the gem, or she can control the guy with the gem, the Psycho Goreman. They try to come up with a name. They come up with all these different names. She's like, I will call him Psycho Goreman, PG for short. And I think that was the joke, that the movie's PG, because at the end they even show a logo of PG with, that's written like the movie rating. So the rest of the movie is them like hanging out with this monster. They have she has a friend named Alistair who she calls a hunky boy. And at one point she's like, here, Psycho Goreman, here's a book for you to read. He goes, it's filled with it. He's like, why would I look at this? And she goes, it's filled with hunky boys. And he goes, I don't like hunky boys. And then he looks at the magazine a little closer and he goes, or do I? It's like this, like a model magazine or something. And then later she goes, will you please make the boy like me? And he turns him into a giant globulous brain that the kid is that way forever. I mean, at one point they're hanging out, walking down the street, getting ice cream. A kid says something mean to him, and Psycho Goreman explodes the kid, kills the kid, and no consequences, no nothing. It is just completely bonkers. Now at the same time, we're also seeing the planet that this Psycho Goreman came from, and they're like, he's been freed. All these aliens, and I'm talking like they went into like whatever closet or whatever special effects. So the director is like a special effects guy. He's done like real movies that you've heard of, like Suicide Squad, or there was another one. They're not, like actual movies that were in theaters that were given a big budget from big studios. He works on those movies, so he has a talent or a passion for special effects. So he probably made all these models and these masks and the whatever you call that stuff, the prosthetics over the years, and just was like, I'm going to use this one, I'm going to use this one. Oh, this one looks like a robot face. This one's like a brain and a muscular face in a jar. Like, just none of it made sense that it was together. And then there was like these warriors that were all kind of like dressed in white and white like makeup, and like they were almost like made out of metal or something. I don't even know, plastic. I don't know what the hell it was. It was all over the place, but they were like, they need to go and kill this Psycho Goreman and take care of him. So at the same time, Psycho Goreman has a crew of his own who come back, but they like him being under control. And then the girl says, fine. He goes, kill the children. And they're like, what? We like you better. We're going to kill you. And then the kids make him apologize, and then they allow him to kill all the people. He eats some of them. His jar opens up. I mean, it is so ridiculous, so silly. 90 minutes of gore, over the top, like practical effects, just, and yet, like, I found myself smiling, not eye rolling, no eye rolling, because this wasn't trying to be anything more than it was. It wasn't trying to be something special. It wasn't trying to make a statement. It wasn't trying to change the world. It wasn't trying to do anything except be entertaining, and in that way it was. At one point, these two cops come to stop them. They're trying to play their game with Psycho Goreman. and their little blob friend. Now they have him dressed up in like a shirt and like a sun hat, and they plan on playing this game. The cops show up, and he takes one of the cops and turns him into like a melted zombie. Doesn't kill him, and the guy's like, oh, and walking around with him. And like the gun melted to his hand. He's accidentally shooting like all left and right. He gives the girl a note on a hard piece of paper. She goes, oh, a love letter. Opens it up and says, please kill me. She's like, please kill me. Why would you do that? He's like, wah. He tries to kill him, like shoot himself. It is so silly, so like dumb. They must have had a ball making it just because they realized, what the hell are we doing? But I don't know. It was just enjoyable. And then at the end, of course, that big warrior comes and to fight him, and they decide, you know what, you can take the gem, just promise not to kill us, and you can take the gem and become all powerful again, and you can fight the warrior, who at one point you think is supposed to be a good guy, then I guess you're rooting against it because you're rooting for Psycho Goreman. Of course, you're rooting for Psycho Goreman, who never had a name. They named him that, and then at the end he says, my name is Psycho Goreman. He eats the bad woman, or the warrior woman, and then they're like, okay. And they're like, whoa, wasn't there something you promised us? You promised not to kill us. He goes, yes, I won't kill you. He goes, now I will go, take over the galaxy. He leaves the family. And they're like, oh, that's nice. And then he goes through this portal into like just another neighborhood and just starts killing people. And like there's news reports, giant purple man destroying villages, and then it shows the other aliens back on their planet. They're like, he's out. How long do you think till he finds us? And they take like an old-fashioned revolver, and they're like, well, there's one way out. Who wants to shoot themselves first? Like, it was so dumb, and yet it knew how dumb it was, and that made it so enjoyable and literally like laughable moments. And the first time the girl screamed at her parents, she was horrible. The first time she screamed at her parents and said, it's crazy. Oh, I just was, uh-oh, where are they coming from? Am I in their way? I was crying, laughing. Okay, nope, we're good. Hopefully, wherever they're going, that person is good. Because that's, like, I'm like, oh, good, the ambulance is gone. But meanwhile, someone's life is like flipped upside down because they're, why else would an ambulance be out there? Anyway, folks, Psycho Goreman. What a movie. I had this on my list. I think I had it on my list last year, I think. But I'm glad that I talked about this yesterday, that I rented a movie and then I said, no, I don't want to watch it today. That was Psycho Goreman. I rented it yesterday, watched it today, watched it this morning. Very, very excited. What a day. Today's a great day. It's Friday. It's cool. It's like in the 60s, okay? The other day it was in the high 90s. It was ridiculous. And, oh, here comes a fire truck. That's not good. All right. Now it's in the 60s, so I'm going to the park with my dog. And we're going to have a fun, nice walk. What else? I said I had the day off. I'm recording a new episode of Fine Movies, Fine Spirits tonight. Excited about that. And then today, got concert tickets. Going to go with my wife. So I'm a huge concert guy. When the world shut down, the big thing I missed the most was concerts. And I like to go to like little bands and rock bands with my brother and our friend Dave. And we're like, oh, we're going. Let's go. We found a concert, Clutch. This band Clutch in October. Boom, we're going to see that. Then, we see Tesla. Boom, we're going to see that. Oh, maybe Tesla's my first concert. And then my wife says, hey, Harry Connick Jr.'s on tour. Okay, I know what to do. Me and my wife have this kind of agreement. When Iron Maiden comes, no matter what, I'm going to see Iron Maiden in concert. I don't care until they're in their 90s. And, I've seen them 10 times, 9 times. Only one time was before we were dating. So, she knows I'm going. And for her, when Harry Connick Jr. comes around, I know we're both going. Yes, I'm one of those few people who go see Iron Maiden and Harry Connick Jr. They're the two I've seen the most. Harry, I've seen almost as many times as Maiden. And always a good show, But that has nothing to do with movie month. That has nothing to do with Psycho Goreman. Maybe I will watch something else this guy does if it, if it gets my attention, if he's making, a movie that, people are talking about, or it's another silly horror movie and you see his name's attached to it, I'd be like, yeah, I'd watch that. And then I looked, like, the guy who plays the dad, he writes and directs movies like this. The guy who is in the bodysuit for Psycho Goreman, he writes and directs movies. So there must be like a crew of guys who make these movies and work together, which is cool. I like that. They have this maybe they have their own little production company. I don't know. I'm just making this all up as I go, but the idea of it is cool. And again, I don't think I'd get enough use out of Shudder to pay for it. But the movies like this, the fact that they make something like this is cool to hear, or cool is good to know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm rambling now. So I am going to be pulling into a nice park, a nice castle. It's a castle. Literally, I'm going to a castle. It's a small castle, but it's still a castle. It's called Winnie-Kinney Castle in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Look it up. Nice place to walk your dog. I'm almost there now. So I think it's a perfect time to close up shop for today. Day 11. Woohoo! We did it. We did it, folks. 11 days in, 11 movies, and we're not quite at the halfway mark yet, but wow. It's amazing how fast June goes by when you are, kind of experiencing it through a movie a day. You're like, wait, June? It is June. Yeah, oh my God, it's June. It's June 11th. And then all of a sudden it's June 15th, June 20th, June 25th. The month is over. Bing, bang, boom. John Bagley. Bing, bang, boom, John Bagley. That means something to maybe 2 people who are listening to this. Hi, Chris. And I'm done. So, thank you guys for listening and subscribing as always. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Geek Mentality. The website is fans.experts.com. The Facebook page is fans.experts. And if you are a member of Letterboxd, look up Letterboxd. It's actually a cool way to kind of track your movies and make lists of your favorite movies and track your movies that you've watched. I have lists there for movie month going all the way back to 2014. So if you don't want to listen to all the old podcasts or read the old blog posts, you can go to Letterboxd and see all the movies there, and you can join yourself. So I'm Geek Mentality on Letterboxd, and Fans Not Experts, of course, is the Fans Not Experts movie month is where you'll find all the lists. Just search that on Letterboxd, my friends. And oh my goodness, hear this? Putting my blinker on, my flasher, my directional, depending on what part of the country you're from. I'm turning into Winnie-Kinney Castle. I'm in Dracula's castle. No, I'm just kidding. It's Winnie-Kinney Castle. And not too many cars here. All right, my friends, I'm done. I'm going to park. I'm going to go for a nice walk. And, I'm very, very pleased with this day off so far. Thank you so much, guys. See you tomorrow. Have a good Friday. Until then, my friends, here is my theme song. This is my podcast. I made it. Geek Mentality's what I named it. And I think you should listen and subscribe. 'Cause I'm kinda funny and awesome. I think that I'm worth your time, and I'm kinda handsome. My mom says, please listen and please subscribe. At least listen to this episode. Fans Not Experts. Oh my God, I'm so good at parking. Let me just back this up. Oh my God, no wonder I passed my driver's test. You ready? You ready to go for a walk? Huh? You ready? You smell? You want to smell my recorder? No? You don't care? Okay.